Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny 5 Alive here, and I am joined with Forrada.
Heyo!
And welcome back to another Park Spotlight Contest Edition. This is the final submission of the Advanced Builder Bracket. We're looking at Darkfield, created by Esbi. And here they say, hey there, Johnny, hope you're doing well. I seriously mean this, because who are probably at the end of the Advanced Builder Bracket by now, and who would have been thought you'd ever over 100 vids in 3 brackets so far? Whoa, that was hard to read. I think what you're trying to say is who would ever have thought we would have made it this far? That is right. I present to you the most beautiful nightmare, Darkfield. Walk the streets under the shadows, sprawling Gothic architecture surrounded by the Darkwood Forest, straight out of your imagination. There are 3 flat rides, Prison, Arcana, Skull Tower, and 3 main attractions named Venom, Dusk, and Last Ride. All preferences have been listed below. There are a couple Easter eggs lying about along with a certain tiny pink executioner. I think we all know what that is. Important, this is primarily a nighttime park, so please double check the flashlights is off and manually adjust the time since the timers are ready. Well, you have a couple bride preferences. We'll check them out when we get to the coasters. All right, the first spooky theme park. Stay tuned and let's get on into it. Here we are, Frana.
Yep.
The spooky theme park. This is tanking my computer. I'm getting between 20 and 30 FPS. So probably the most detailed
Heaviest.
in this bracket. I've seen a few in the contest so far that tanked my computer. But
I mean, there's a lot of trees in this park. Might also be a lot of triggers.
Trees usually don't really tank your FPS. They're pretty optimized. I think it's going to be like the micro pieces gone into these crazy castles. Do you dare enter Darkfield? Because let's see this building here. I mean, I can't really see it. It's so many small pieces. I mean, it's not as complicated as I thought it would be. I mean, some of these fences look pretty gnarly. Okay, well, yeah, I guess we are in October now, by the time you guys are watching this, preparing for Halloween. I think we have something in store. Zell might have something in store for a Halloween week in October. Not exactly sure. This is, I'm speaking in the future, but I'm actually in the past, and you guys are going to see in the future, which is now your present, and future Zelixor might have something in store for you, but we presently don't know. So there you go.
All right.
I think that made sense.
Yeah, it totally does. Yeah, you confused me. I like this. This looks like an interesting blend of tropical trees and some dark
Gothic
stuff happening.
But it is very
soft purple lights.
The way you've colored the brick, like you're using the lights to color, and it's coming very one tone. And I don't know if that's intentional, but
yeah, it is all the same lavender color now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's intentional, if that's the feel, but it definitely makes it feel a little bit more grim. So here we have the first coaster, which is a launch vector, green across the board. Goes pretty fast, 800 meters in length. G-forces are good. Let's check it out. I think we'll do track.
Did he have preferences?
Which one was this called?
I'm sorry.
Too late.
Dark. It's called Dark, I think. Dusk. That's cool.
Yeah, the ride preference for Dusk was track views, so we... Happy accident. That's a really smooth coaster experience. I like the idea of this purple lightning. It's almost
Yeah, those
like
effects
it's...
were really cool with the launches. I love that.
Yeah, it's almost like some crazy lightning mage is taking control of this. Some Star Wars stuff right there.
I haven't thought about it like that. That's actually good.
Or a witch. I don't know.
I really loved of course, it was like a really good coaster, but I liked when we did that. Oh, what's that inversion called? It's a top hat, where you go over the hill and you have that look over the whole park. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And it was super smooth. Good coaster.
Some great views for sure. This park, it looks massive. Like when I first opened it up, I had to double check to see if they broke the limits, because it just seems way too big. But apparently,
so
it fits.
What does it make? What did they do to make it look so big then? What do you think? Is it because it's
three massive coasters, buildings everywhere, just really utilizing that space? I will take a look at it from a bird's eye view, and you guys can see at the end how much is actually crammed in here. But I don't think there's an inch really wasted here. And I think the biggest factor, and this is something we've talked about a lot in the advanced builder bracket, rather than tucking your coasters off to the side, or we've seen even in earlier brackets where people literally just go, this back half of the park is for the coaster, you can't explore this area, this is where the coaster traverses, that's reserved for the coaster. This is like everywhere you can traverse, there's a coaster above us. So you've actually made a theme park, and the coasters weave in and out of said theme park. And I think that's the best approach, right? Making sure that they share the real estate, not split the real estate. And I think, even this sign, it's literally on the edge of the park. So I just think everything's just crammed in here in such a way where, yeah, you're using that space really efficiently. Wait, now I'm going down the queue for this guy again.
There's a lot of interaction with the coaster everywhere where you look, and that's really fun because you get reminded and you get excited again, like, let's go again on that coaster, it looks so cool.
And there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen. Idiot sandwich, lamb sauce, donkey raw beef, too much oil.
That's funny.
Donkey. I love Hell's Kitchen. Okay. Well, let's make our way to another coaster here. Yeah, definitely really cool Gothic style buildings. Oh, everyone's favorite drop tower. Well themed again. Let's check it out.
I think he also limited the hats that you can get in this park to skull hats. It's fun and when people do that. It's the theme.
Whoa. Don't put your feet out. Wow.
Oh, that's good look. Oh, I love that.
Nice. See it again.
See it another time.
Alright, that's super cool. Oh, Venom.
Yeah, you note that's a good look too. Yeah, everywhere where you look, it's just eye candy because it's beautiful buildings, nice elements of coaster. Yeah, really well done. And there's, I don't know what it looks like at day, but even at night you can see there's foliage everywhere. So it gives this.
Yeah, we'll have to take a peek at it during day, I think.
Yeah.
So this one's 1,000 meters in length, and all the stats are looking good. 7 inversions, wow. And this is Venom. They wanted front row seat 2. Let's see. Oh, wow, it starts at day, seat 2. Here we go. Wow, that's really quite surprising how vibrant and lush everything looks during the daytime. Really great coaster as well. But that kind of shocked me that we were doing the day run and how much different it looked. I thought the day would be really monotone and boring, but it actually looks like there's a bit of a jungle fever going on here. So I'm pretty excited to check this all out at daytime.
Yeah.
But
yeah, me too.
You really get to explore that park from both of the coasters so far. And I like seeing that contrast between the day and night here. So how do we make our way to the final coaster? I don't even know which one it is. That was Dusk. That's Venom. What's this? That's still Venom. I think there's like a mine train or something from what I saw in the B-roll. Tucked away in the corner. This is for the flat ride. It is a little bit mazy, but that's because you stuff so much in here.
You don't seem to have a big plaza in the middle, for example. It's just it's nice paths going everywhere,
which is fine. I think this is the coaster we're looking for. See that? So how do we get back there? Ah. Aha! Into a cave.
Follow the people.
I like the very hilly paths.
Yeah.
Now
yeah, lots of elevation going on everywhere. Oh.
Ooh, it's like a ghost train.
Look at that.
The last ride.
It is tucked away somewhere.
What's the
like it's super low feet.
The preference on this is chase view. Okay, we'll do chase. Ooh. Okay, I expect there to be a lot more based off of what we saw on the other ones. I kind of was thinking it would be like a ghost train. I thought we were gonna see.
It seems more like a kitty coaster.
Yeah.
Very tame.
But that's fine because
short.
you already had two gnarly main attractions, so it's good to have a balance there. Ooh.
I really like that it was this train in a jungle. I don't know if I have seen it that much done before. Usually it's Western, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite fun and good to see it during the day again.
Yeah, so this is the size of the park, and like I said, at first it baffled me where for some reason it looks like it's bigger than the park size that we gave you, but it's in fact not. So it's super surprising how much you've packed in here, and the frame rate is just chugging because of all these gothic cathedrals and stuff. And here's a look at it in daytime. It is a little bit monotone and gray, but the trees help. I think it's the usage of these trees. These are the ugliest trees of the game, I think. There's something about them.
Grayish, weird color green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit monotone now, the use of the trees as well. But I think when we see it from the path down, it will look better.
Yeah, it's a very like gray and bland feeling, but the artwork is absolutely amazing. The layout and how much you crammed in here is amazing. The coasters were a ton of fun. You found a way to basically make it so the park is massive. There's a ton of explorable areas and a bit of a maze. Meanwhile, the coaster is a part of all of that. It's included to you know, by dipping it underground, bringing it back up, and then back underground, and then back up, you found a way to basically make it so your coasters aren't taking up all the real estate like we've seen from a lot of the submissions so far. So I'm a big fan of that. Now, in terms of a spooky park, I mean, spooky's always hard to do, and I think this one kind of has this gothic, samey feel throughout the park that when I think of like
it's also the colors of the lights, right?
Yeah, but as we saw from the buildings at daytime too, because the buildings become the backdrop for said colors. But when I think of like a Halloween fun fair, there's a lot of things you can do to make it like very carnival-y, lots of oranges in there, different, you know, variations between spooky elements. There's a big spectrum of spooky that you can go for, and you chose one of the same everywhere. And I don't know if that helps you or makes you stand out as different. That is really up to the viewers at the end of the day, because they have the final say in the voting. But me personally, I've seen some spooky parks done, and I like the spectrum. Like, I know we asked for one theme park, but if you're choosing the theme spooky, haunted, I think this could have been one area of the park, but then we could have had that little bit more of a fun fair area for the kids, and that's where you fit your kind of your flat ride or your flat rides and your kiddie coasters. Just something to give a little bit of variation throughout the park. But that's just my preference, right? Because I see this and I go, how could you make it pop and be like, welcome to my theme park? It's full of both family-friendly fun factor, but also gothic stuff somewhere in there as well. I don't know if doing the whole thing gothic was the best idea, but I can't deny how well integrated this is all.
It's a very cohesive theme now.
It's very cohesive. It's well integrated. The pathing everywhere, like you've just jammed so much in here that I still think this comes out as a top contender for me personally. So, I mean, really good job.
Yeah.
Really, really good job. So that's Darkfield by Esbi, the very final submission of the Advanced Builder bracket. Certainly a top contender here. Really curious to find out who gets voted to the top 5. That is up to you guys. We'll have a voting form come out the next 24 hours. Keep an eye on the community tab on the YouTube channel as well as Discord, and you guys will get to vote on the Advanced Builders. You get a little summary, you get a reminder of what you saw over the last few weeks of this bracket, and it'll be really interesting to see who comes to the top. So a big variety of submissions in this bracket. Was quite a fun bracket, and we'll be moving on to the experts tomorrow. So there you guys go. That's going to do it for us in today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the expert bracket. Bye now.
Doei!